In this video, I'm gonna show how to automatically upload to threads. Specifically, in this video, I'm gonna show with short video content, but with the same way you can also upload images, or if you prefer, only a text. So first things first, you're gonna need your drive or a place where your content is. In my last video, I used Microsoft Drive, so in this video, I'm gonna use Google Drive. Connecting Microsoft Drive is very easy, but Google is more complicated. I'm gonna need Watch Files and Folders module, and here I'm gonna need a connection. Connecting Google is more complicated because you're gonna need special connection first in Google Cloud, in Google Console. I have done previously a video about it where I especially show how to do everything. But one important thing what you have to do for your scenario to work, you have to go to Google Drive where your content is located, and here you have to make it public, shareable with the link. So here I'm gonna click on my drive name, and here I have to click share. And here I have to take open access. And as I want Make to do stuff with it, then I have to give right to read and to do changes, and then click save. This is important step, otherwise it's not gonna work in Make. I'm gonna now map out where are my files. So for method, I'm gonna keep select from the list, and now I'm gonna choose a folder. Here I have folder, and I'm gonna choose my folder. What I'm gonna need is files, as I'm only using videos. Search is gonna be empty, and for limit, I'm gonna keep it 1, because per one run I want to have one video to upload. Click save. Next thing that you need is add a new module, which is gonna be also Google Drive, but this time download a file. In my previous videos, I showed how to download any media that I explained it more. Make sure you have same connection that you have in your previous module, and what you're gonna need is file ID. This file ID you can take from your previous module. If you write here file ID, then you're gonna find it is right here. Click on it and click save. Just in case I'm gonna save scenario. So now we have a file and its location, but what we don't have is a caption, title, and stuff like this. So for this I'm gonna add AI. I'm using XAI because it's quite cheap and performs very well. I'm gonna use Groq 3 Mini. It is very cheap. And now I'm gonna add message. My first message is gonna be system. And here I'm gonna give a prompt for AI. It is gonna be very easy prompt. Create a video title from file name and add emojis if needed. Also remove from the title unnecessary stuff. As I'm gonna upload also to YouTube, then title must stay under 90 characters. I think YouTube allows only like 100, just in case I put 90 over here, and output only video title. Of course, I can't forget to add a video name. This is gonna be assistant, and if I search for name, then you can see the name is gonna be over here. I'm gonna click on it and click save. This works only if you have a video that is renamed properly. For example, like my videos over here. You can see that first thing over here is unnecessary stuff, AI is gonna remove it, but later it is, for example, like here, lost cities that will blow your mind. And AI is gonna take this video title from this video name, create a caption from it, and video title for YouTube, TikTok, and so on. So my videos are renamed properly. But what happens if your videos are not? In that case, you can add more AI in between. Of course, it is not the most cheapest way, but it is possible. So I'm gonna show you how it can be done. So for that, I'm gonna transcribe the audio from the video itself. And for that, I'm gonna use ChatGPT. Create a transcript. Here you can see it already mapped out Google Drive, download a file. It is using name and data from the file. I'm gonna use this mini transcript system and click save. So let me run it once and let's see what it's gonna do. So as you can see, it is giving me a video. Video name is You Won't Believe These Wedding Rituals. It is taking more time, of course, to process. But here, let's see, output text is text from the video. Of course, if you are having long videos, then it's gonna consume a lot of credits and it's gonna cost you a lot. But as I'm doing shorts in here, then it is a possible way to do it. So later you can add the same AI that I have to create a title and description from the text that is inputted. So here in this case, in text content, I will have a text from ChatGPT. But as my videos are named properly, I don't need this step. In between here, I can add AIs, because this first AI is video title, and the second AI, for example, can be tags for YouTube or video description. But I'm not gonna add it right now, because let's keep this video simple. Next module that you're gonna need is Google Sheets. And you can choose add a row or update a row. And why you need Google Sheets is to add URL and video title to this sheet to later output it to another program called Zapier. It is basically similar as make.com, but we're gonna need to use it because here in Make you can't upload straight to Threads. If I search for Threads, then you can see here is no built-in modules, and instead we're gonna use a program called Buffer. But as you can see over here, you can't upload straight to Buffer from make.com. So instead, we're gonna upload to Buffer from Zapier. But to give information to Zapier, we're gonna need to save this information first, and that's why we're gonna use Google Sheets module. It is going around, but in the end you can upload for free on the Threads. I have done this trick before with other social media platforms, and this time I'm gonna use it also. So here you're gonna need spreadsheet ID, go to Google Drive and create a spreadsheet. And here you need some titles, URL, as we need video URL that we're gonna need from Google download a file module. And second thing that we had was title that was generated by AI. If you want to add some more things like tags, then you can include tags or description or something more. But to keep this video simple, I'm just gonna use URL and title. So I'm gonna select my spreadsheet, write sheet, and as I'm using update a row, then I need row number. And here you can see row number that I'm gonna update is 2. So I'm just gonna enter 2 over here. And if I scroll down, then here I need to paste URL and title. It's gonna be easier for me if I run this scenario once before, connect it back to Google Sheet. And if I type download, then you can see here you have web content link, and this is the URL that I can use to download this file. So I'm gonna click on it, and for title, I'm gonna use AI generated results. It is easier to run scenario once before, because then you can see what thing is exactly what. And I'm gonna click save. So now we have all this information in Google Sheets. The next thing that I'm gonna need is to go to Buffer. You can find Buffer if you go to this website, register for free, and in free version you can add up to 3 social media channels to use. If you have seen my previous videos, then you can see I have already connected here TikTok and X, and now I'm gonna connect a Threads. So I'm just gonna click on Threads, continue, make sure that you are logged in the same browser, and finish connection. And now as you can see, Threads is connected to Buffer. So Threads is now set up. And now I'm gonna go to Zapier. And now here I have to create a Zapier account or login. And on the left side, click create and Zaps. In the free version of Zapier, you can build the scenarios up to 2 modules. And this is enough for us to take information from Google Sheet and upload it to Buffer. So first module is gonna be Google Sheets. I already have Google Sheets connected with my Zapier. It is easy, just click connect and be in the same browser. Next thing what you're gonna need is trigger, which is first one, new or update spreadsheet row, and click continue. Here you have to choose write spreadsheet, write worksheet, and trigger column. And before moving forward, I'm gonna run this scenario once. And now if I go to Google Sheet, then you can see downloadable URL and also video title. For trigger column, it doesn't matter what you choose because you're updating both of them, but URL is the thing you must have, so continue. And test trigger. And now it outputted me a spreadsheet row with data I already have there. So continue with the selected record. And next thing what you're gonna need is buffer. Here you have to choose action event, which is gonna be add to queue. Choose your account. My account is already connected, but once again, you just press connect and nothing else and continue. Organization by default is my organization. Tags I don't have. Channel is freshly created threads profile. For text, I'm gonna use title. For media, I'm gonna choose video. Now it's gonna wait a bit, and now here I can enter video URL. And method has to be share now. And continue. And now test step. Now it's gonna load and try to upload this to buffer, and from buffer it's gonna go straight away to threads. Sometimes it outputs an error, but it still goes to buffer, so check buffer, did it actually went through or not. Here you can see an update was sent to buffer about 0 seconds ago. So now if I go back here in buffer and click send, then you can see it is right now sending this same video to threads. Now video has been uploaded and I can click here view post, and now as you can see here in my threads, this is the same video with this title. Here it is. So I can go now to buffer, rename it and click publish. So now threads is set up, but one more thing that I always do in make is to add 2 modules. Last module is gonna be delete module for a Google Drive, because I don't need those AI generated videos on my Google Drive. I want to delete them and to keep Drive clean. So this delete a file folder module. Make sure I have same connection, and one more time I'm gonna need file ID. Here it is, and click save. But before deleting, I always recommend to add another module, which is sleep module. This module allows to extend how long scenario is running and waits before deleting this video. And this is important because you are using multiple programs. You are giving information to Google Sheet, from Google Sheet to Zapier, from Zapier to buffer, and only 10 to threads. And this action needs some time. So usually I add at least 5 minutes delay, 300 seconds. You can add more just in case, because this time buffer took about 2 minutes to upload and Zapier took 1 to 2 minutes. So it might actually need even more time. And only after this sleep module is done, it is gonna delete this from Google Drive. And here in scheduling, you can schedule how many videos or images you post per day. If you want once per day, it's 1440 minutes, and then you can click save. So this is how you upload videos to threads. In my upcoming video, I'm gonna do a video how to upload AI generated images to threads, X, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and maybe some other social media platform. And also I'm gonna do a video how to upload a text to X, threads, LinkedIn, maybe a Facebook. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the video or join our Telegram group. But for now, have a great day.